Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome back to Fate Stay Night. My brief little break is over for now. Um, so before we start the video, I want to talk about one or two things. First of all, regarding comments. So I got some comments on my last video concerned about potential spoilers in the comments. First things first, I want to ask anybody who comments. First of all, I appreciate your comments. But please do not spoil anything, and that includes like hinting at stuff. Like, I'm not like directing this at anyone. I mean there were some small hints, but for the most part it's fine. But for the future, please avoid trying to give me those little like coy hints, right? Because a lot of the times it's just pretty easy to interpret those as exactly what they mean, and they're kind of a spoiler in that sense. Again, not directed at anyone, and I appreciate the comments, but please avoid doing that. I am going to try to get somebody to moderate my comments soon. Not sure how that's going to work, but I'll see what I can do. Just as a failsafe, but I just want to ask you guys to please not do that. Next up, I just want to thank you guys for the support very briefly. Just kind of, even in this 2-day break, I've just been occasionally looking at my stats, and it's like, the series is very popular compared to the other stuff I've done. You know, multiple videos with 100 views, lots of comments, which is what I love. I love seeing you guys interact with the videos. I just want to thank you guys for actually watching and like interacting and stuff. But without any further ado, let's just go ahead and jump into Fate Stay Night. Last we left off... Okay, last episode we talked to Illya. Illya quite a few times, and we kind of learned about her backstory. What else happened besides that? I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember. Training? Yeah, I think that was about it. Oh, and some lore about the magic. Okay, yeah, no, I kind of remember what happened last episode. Okay. I took a break here. Right before the magic training. Okay. Today's training ends when the sun sets. I'm near my limit, and I have to get Tosaka to teach me magic tonight. I couldn't accomplish my goal of landing a blow on Saber, but I should save some of my energy for tonight. So, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Saber went to wash off her sweat after me, so she won't be back for a while. What sweat? She doesn't sweat.
Tadaima! Oh, ちゃんと晩ご飯作ってるな、シロ。
You mean properly? Do we not do it properly most times?
えらいえらい、感心感心。
Ujini enters the living room energetically, heads straight for the cushion, and sits down. Unlike Saber, who has to sleep through half of the day, she's like this 24 hours a day. I bet she's like this even when she's asleep.
ねえ、シロ。このリンゴ食べていいの？
What a lord. She asks me while looking at the apples on the table.
構わないぞ。ご覧の通り余ってるからな。一人一日3個がノルマだ。
3 a day?
そうなの？じゃあアップルパイでも作ろうか。主にシロがなんだけど。
Well, I mean you. Ujini bites into the apple while saying something loosely. The ones on the table are the ones I've washed already, but I guess she's not the type to care about such things.
まったく、せっかくの見舞い品を。
Even though it was just a misunderstanding, shouldn't she be more thoughtful about a gift given by a friend who cares for me? I have to tell her clearly. Wait, what? Oops. Oh my goodness. Can't type today. I'll stay away for a while. What? Screw it. Let's just go with that. Yeah. She might really make me cook an apple pie. Dinner's almost prepared, so let's escape for a while.
シロ、 エプロンつけたままでどこ行くの？
いや、ちょっと玄関まで。遠坂のやつまだ帰ってきてないから様子でも見てこようかなって。
Yeah, actually, where is she?
へえ、気が利くのね、シロ。うんうん。遠坂さんも女の子だし、シロに出迎えられたら喜ぶわよ、きっと。
I don't know what she's happy about, but she sees me off cheerfully. Damn it. Now I really have to go outside. He's just trying to escape. That's tough.
ま、一回りだけしてくるか。
I take off my apron and head to the entrance. And then, the door to the bathroom opens with a sound.
シロ、夕飯の支度はいいのですか？
Yep. A brief silence. It's obvious who this person is, but it's really hard for me to say her name.
どうしました？呆然として。まさかとは思うのですが、夕食の準備で何か問題でも？
No, it's not that. He's big simping again.
いや、そんなことはないんだが。
She's got like little dots on her, like radiant. Like she's radiant. That's pretty funny. I managed to reply in a surprised voice. She tilts her head. Her hair at her shoulders sway. Her golden hair is wet and different from usual. No, her hair isn't the only thing that's different. The girl in front of me looks like her age and appears cute and weak to anybody's eyes.
そっか、風呂入ってたんだ、セイバー。
Yeah? Yeah, it's a pretty normal thing to do when you go to wash off sweat. I mean, I guess you don't have to, but...
シロが私に勧めてくれたのですが。
Exactly, what?
そうだった。もしかしてセイバー、風呂好きか？
ええ。私もサーバントになって知りました。以前は周囲の目があって、弱みなどできませんでしたから。
Saber says this with a girl-like face. It must be because she does not have her hair braided. There's no gallant masculine aspect to her at all.
シロも体を洗うのでしたらどうぞ。今夜は冷えますから、お湯が体に染み入りますよ。
Saber goes to the living room, saying goodbye. I'm at a loss for words. I knew from the start that Saber was a girl, but still, the sword suited her and I admit that as well. Even so, this is cheating. I walked in on Saber bathing yesterday. I cannot consider it as reality because I was so surprised, but today is different.
女の子じゃないか。
That she is. I hit the back of my head against the wall. Not knowing what I want to do, I blankly stare at the ceiling.
まずい。それはやばいと思う。
I lean onto the wall and murmur. The coldness of the hallway clears my mind, and my usual self returns slowly. And after that, I still could not figure out at all what was so bad about it. Preparation for dinner ends, and the time is past 7. Oh, we just did not look for Tosaka at all. That's tough. We just ignored her. Fujini and Saber are in the living room, and only Tosaka is absent. Where is she? I'm kind of worried she got caught up in like a fight with a master or something. That would be not ideal.
あいつ、外でなんかあったんじゃないだろうな。
I don't think Tosaka is the type to make that kind of mistake, but I think she does make big mistakes sometimes. Yeah, that's fair.
ちょっと見てくるか。
I should be fine by myself if I'm just going to go search around the house. Just bring Saber. He's not gonna do it. Watch there actually be a fight and he just didn't bother bringing Saber. I exit into the hallway. The instant I try to leave, the door opens and Tosaka and her coat arrives home. Oh, never mind, she's fine. Okay.
遠坂。
ただいま。何？エプロン姿でお出迎え？割と似合ってるじゃない、そういうの。
Was bro really about to stroll around the neighborhood with the apron on? Tosaka makes that humorous comment without even twitching her brow. She's scary. People who can put it on a serious face while joking are the scariest.
遠坂、お前。
As I try to ask her what happened, I notice the blood on her hand. small stain of blood, and a swollen index finger. Could that be...
遠坂、とてつもなく悪い予感を口にするんだが。
何よ、つまんないことなら聞かないわよ。
いや、お前さ、もしかして誰か殴ってきたんじゃないのか？
She decked someone.
ご名答。何かとやかましいシンジにナックルパートを見舞いしてきたわ。
I gave that annoying Shinji some knuckles. That's brutal, the way she said it. Tosaka snorts and passes by me. I see, some knuckles for Shinji. Now I understand the blood on her hand and the swelling on her finger. Hang on! Wait.
待て待て待て待て！シンジを殴ったってどういうことだ、遠坂
Didn't turn into like a servant fight? Just punch Shinji and Ryder was just like, that's cool. Okay.
うるさいわね。気に食わなかったからギッタンギッタンにしてやっただけよ。
He's got a servant.
ギッタンギッタンって、ナックルパートってベアか？
That is amazing.
ベアもベア。グリズリー級にベアよ。
Oh my god. She really beat him up. Tosaka snorts again. Dang, I thought we were the ones who jumped Shinji. Now it's Tosaka too. She verbally and physically beats him. Golly. A brief silence. I don't know what to say, so I just shut my mouth and cause an awkward silence.
話を戻そう。シンジを殴ったって言うけど、どうしてそんなことになったんだよ。
殴って当然じゃない。私に自分と組めたの、シローは使えないやつだから見限れたの言うからよ。
Jesus. I respect that you're committed to this alliance, though.
人を呼びつけておいてつまんないこと言うから、殴りつけて黙らせたの。
That's one way to get him to shut up, I guess. No, isn't that a little too short-tempered, Tosaka? No, it is. Or could it be... Did Shinji say something stupid enough to even piss off the ever-calm Tosaka?
何よその目。言っとくけど、被害者は私の方よ。
I believe it, but golly. You pissed Tosaka off so bad she decks Shinji? How did he even do that?
いや、それは両成敗だろ。にしても、なんでシンジが遠坂にそんな話をするんだ？あいつ、俺に協力しないかって持ち出してきたんだぞ。
Well, it might just be scared and want someone to cooperate with. And go about it in all the wrong ways.
さあ、あいつ、シローにライバル意識でもあるんじゃない？私とシローが一緒に住んでるって教えてから、かなりおかしくなってたし。
住んでること教えたって、遠坂、シンジに俺たちのことを話したのか？
ええ、話したわよ。昨日の朝だったかな。シンジのやつ、私を呼びつけて、僕もマスターになったから遠坂と同じさ、なんて偉そうに言ってくるんだもの。なんか頭にきてね。それじゃあシローも同じよって言ってやったの。
Of course, you already knew that, but...
それで身の程を知ったかなって思ったのに、ついさっきうちの前で待ち伏せしてたってわけ。
What the heck?
で、悪いけどもうエミヤくんの家で暮らしているから、あんたみたいな半端なマスターと協力する気はないって言ったんだけど。何？もしかしてまずかった？
It was such a brutal verbal beatdown that it resulted in a physical beatdown. That is absurd. That's generally bad. Shinji is very conscious of Tosaka under normal circumstances, so this is like pouring oil onto a fire. Well, but still. I see, I get it now. I understand why Shinji only saw Tosaka as the enemy, why he kept asking her to cooperate with him. In a word, he...
けど不思議よね。シンジのやつ、なんだって私にこだわるのかしら。あいつの性格から言って、誰かと協力するなんて考えは浮かばないと思うんだけど。
I mean, yeah, but this is the second time he's tried, so... No, it's because Tosaka Rin is important to Mato Shinji.
不思議でもなんでもない。シンジにとって遠坂は特別なんだと思う。あいつ、もともと魔術師の家系だったんだろ？ なら同じ魔術師の家系でまだちゃんと血を残している遠坂に憧れていたんじゃないかな。
Yeah, and she keeps verbally assaulting him and beating him up. That's why he's persistent about Tosaka. I think Tosaka Rin has been a target of his affection from even before this Holy Grail War started.
ちょっとそりゃ好意を持たれるのは嬉しいけど。
It must have been a real surprise as Tosaka stands pondering.
ああ、思い出した。そういえば1年の頃、シンジに告白されてたわ、私。
How did you just forget that? She makes a terrible, I forgot about it, reaction. I'll sympathize with Shinji, just for now.
わあ、道理で懲りずに話しかけてくるはずだ。納得したわ。
What else would the reason have been?
まあいいけど、それ返事はどうしたんだよ。
What? To her getting asked out? Probably a brutal no.
うん、断ったんじゃない？私、勝負事は先出しじゃないと気が済まないの。
Oh, that was the reason.
やるなら自分からっていうか、相手から勝負を仕掛けられても乗れないっていうか。
What the heck? Osaka ponders as if she really doesn't remember. I'm shocked. She must really live following only her feelings.
遠坂、お前じゃんけん弱いだろ。
嘘？なんであんたがそんなこと知ってるのよ。
What? As I thought. Of course, if she likes to make the first move, she would be weak against a later move.
それには醤油を使ってくれ、セイバー。
I mean, I
間
guess.
違ってもマヨネーズなんてかけてくれるな。
Rock, paper, scissors, though. I mean, I guess.
そうでしたか。いえ、タイガがそちらをかけて
Oh
いるので、
god. Oh god. What?
私もそうするべきなのかと。
She just getting away with that?
藤姉は単に遊んでるだけだ。あんまり参考にならないから以後気をつけるように。
Oh wait, isn't that just her actual name? I guess. It's Tiger. She doesn't like being called. Or is it? I mean, I don't remember if they were saying Taiga or Tiger when they were making fun of her.
そうでしたか。以前はさくらを参考にしていたので、シロに注意されることはなかったのですが。
Wait, what?
いや、別に怒ってるわけじゃない。せっかく作ったんだから美味しく食べてほしいだけだ。で、さっきの話に戻るんだけど。
Fans won't let people put on the condiments they don't want to put on.
シロおかわり。お味噌汁は具だくさんね。
You are so demanding.
はいよ。セイバーは今日は昨日よりハードだったからお腹減ってるんじゃないか？
私は特に。ですが念のためもう一杯いただいておきます。
Just in case.
ああ、そうしろそうしろ。夜中に腹が減って眠れず挙句に冷蔵庫を漁るなんて暴挙に出るなんて真似をセイバーまでしだしたらショック死しかねない。
あ、ひどい。あれは私じゃないよ。見知らぬ泥棒さんが冷蔵庫を荒らしていっただけだい。
Yeah, for sure. We definitely believe that. Absolutely.
じゃあその泥棒に言っとけ。肉ばっかり食うんじゃなくて野菜も取れってな。それと狙いすましたように冷蔵庫のデザートを平らげるなと。まったく飢えた獣じゃあるまいし。
Brutal.
なに私を虎と呼ぶな
Did you just say it wasn't you? Come on.
呼んでねえって。あつ熱した大根を投げるなと言うんだこのバカ者。
She is something else, man.
シロ、台所の方で鍋が沸騰しているようですが。
藤根、ちょっとたま火を止めてくれ。
よろしい。鶏肉とゆで卵の醤油煮を早く持ってくるのだ。
So demanding.
了解。じゃあ藤根の相手よろしくな、セイバ
ー。はい。どうぞ慌てずに調理をしてください、シロ。
I get up. Oh yeah. Why has Tosaka been quiet all this time?
遠坂、 今日の飯まずいか？
別に何でもないから話しかけないで。
Well, dang. My bad. She looks away sullenly. She's not the kind to drag that thing about Shinji out this long, so maybe something has irritated her. Maybe she's just really upset that we called her out for being bad at rock, paper, scissors. Or maybe she did make that big of a deal out of it, but I don't know. She seemed really surprised when we explained that he liked her, but I don't know. Dinner ends as usual, and Fujini goes home satisfied. Saber and Tosaka are in the living room. It was an awkward mood before, but since I've trained with Saber for the past 2 days, it doesn't feel awkward anymore.
Saber, もう眠っていていいぞ。あとはこっちでやっとくから。
いいえ、シローが眠るまでは私も起きています。シローの魔術がどれほどの腕なのか、リンから聞きたいところでもありますから。
There's not much to learn. We can't do anything. We're trash. I'm sorry. We're terrible.
そうか。なら今日は早めに遠坂の部屋に行こう。構わないよな、遠坂。
ええ、構わないけど。随分とセイバーと仲良くなったのね、あなた。
Yeah, the training helped. Just vibing with someone tends to make it easier to vibe with them. You know? They're doing things one-on-one, so it's easier to just generally talk around them. For some reason, Tosaka says this with the same displeasure she had when we were eating dinner.
部屋で待ってるから後片付けが終わったら来て。それと明日からは私も学校を休むから、午後は私のところに来なさいよね。
What the heck is going on? What is good with Tosaka, bro? She jealous?
シロー、リンに何かしたのですか？彼女は怒っているように見えましたが。
She does seem angry. I don't know, man.
セイバーにもそう見えたか？わからないな。俺、あいつを怒らせるようなことはしてないけど。
Well, clearly you did, or somebody angered her, and it seems to be you, but probably not probably wasn't on purpose, but I mean, it happened either way. We both look at each other and tilt our heads. We have no idea why Tosaka's angry.
それじゃあ出始めにこのランプを強化してみて。周りのガラスの強度だけ上げればいいから。
Bro, we can barely even do this. We've done it like twice in 8 years. She hands me an antique lamp. I sit down. I take a deep breath, holding the lamp in both hands. Tosaka speaks so easily, but I'm rigid all over with tension. Even though I do it every night, the reality is that the success rate is below 0.1%. Tosaka says she'll study the extent of my strengthening to determine the level I'm at, but she won't be able to do even that if I fail at the strengthening. That's no good. I shake off my idle thoughts. I concentrate my mind on the lamp. I hope he succeeds, just so we actually get useful information here. The blueprint of the lamp emerges. I could draw a diagram of the glass's material, shape, and even the flow of strength that would correspond to blood vessels in humans. So all I have to do now is to put my magical energy into those blood vessels. I just have to do as I always do. Feeling of driving a burning metal rod into my backbone. All I have to do is stick that incompatible burning nerve into my body and familiarize myself with it. Once that succeeds, all I have to do is pour in the correct amount of magical energy for the glass and... I broke it. I must not have been able to control it, as I put more than the proper quantity of magical energy into it, and as a result, the glass breaks easily. I look up at Tosaka timidly.
やっぱりそうじゃないかって思ってたんだけど、本当にそうだったか。
Yikes.
そうじゃないかって何がだよ、遠坂。
そんなの決まってるでしょ。あんたの才能のなさに呆れたのよ。そもそも基本がなってない。まったくよくもそんなデタラメな方法で魔力を生成できるもんだって感心するわよ。
Dang, that bad?
遠坂、もしかして怒ってる？
当たり前じゃない。こんな基本的な問題を抱えたまま鍛錬してきたあんたにも呆れてるし、間違いを正さなかったあんたの死には殺意さえ覚えるわ。
Well, they were dead for most of it too.
なんだってあんたはこんな遠回りなことになってるのよ。
言ってることはわからないが、親父の悪口はよせ。俺に才能がないのは俺の責任なんだか
I think
ら、親父は関係ないだろう。
he also didn't want him to be a magus in the first place, so he probably didn't bother correcting him.
関係あるわよ。仮にも弟子にしたんなら教え子の道を正すのが師匠じゃない。そりゃもういない人に当たっても仕方がないけど、それにしたってあんたの師匠は初めの手順を間違えているわ。
Still angry, Tosaka takes out some kind of a can from her bag. It looks like a can filled with candy drops, something foreign children treasure. I want some candy drops. I've seen a lot of imitations in Japan as well. A thing that has several varieties of candy, and the white one being the mint.
シロ、手出して。
Okay. I put out my hand. Tosaka shakes the can and takes out a reddish candy drop.
はい、それ飲んで。
What is this? She like feeding us mana? I put it in my mouth as instructed.
甘くない。
That's tough. No, it has no taste, actually. This feeling feels more like rock than candy. I forcibly swallow it down.
いた。食道がヒリヒリするけど、今のは何なんだよ、遠坂。
何って宝石に決まってるじゃない。見てわからなかった？
Just fed us a bunch of mana. Is that your blood mana? I hope not. That'd be awkward. Blood magical energy. Straightforwardly, Tosaka says something outrageous.
宝石ってなんで？
It literally was a rock.
仕方ないでしょ。薬も用意してきたんだけど、シロを強制するにはそんなものじゃ効かないの。だから一番強いのでスイッチを開くしかないなって。
いや、そういうことじゃなくてだな。なんだって宝石なんか飲ますんだよ、お前は。そんなん消化できるか？
あのね、不安がるならもっと別のことを不安がりなさい。ただの宝石じゃないんだから。
Did you didn't pick up on that?
今のはまだ分かってないあなたに無理やり分からせるための強制装置。そろそろ解き始める頃だから気合い入れてないと気絶するわよ。
Or you'll faint. That's tough. He's gonna faint.
気絶するわよって、何爽やかに物騒な。
Just as I say that, the abnormality hits me. My body is burning. The feeling in my limbs goes numb. A lump of heat that can only be described as pain enters my back. I have to concentrate my mind at my forehead and squeeze it, or I won't be able to stay standing.
お前、これ。
Yeah, she totally just power spiked you. I know it. I know this feeling. This is a failure. This is the reaction that happens in my body when I fail to construct a magic circuit inside me.
大丈夫。苦しいでしょうけど、今の状態を維持していれば少しずつ楽になるわ。
2 or 3 weeks?
体の熱さだけは 2,3 週間続くだろうけど。
Okay. I want to answer her back, but I don't have the energy to do so. All I can do is try with all my might to stay standing.
いい？魔術師と人間の違いっていうのはスイッチがあるかないかなの。このスイッチっていうのは魔術回路のオンオフだってのはわかるでしょ。ほら、そこにお湯を沸かせる電気ポットがあるじゃない。魔術師っていうのはそれなの。で、普通の人はお湯は沸かせないけどお湯を保温できるポットってわけ。似たようで違うものなのよ、私たちは。
Alright.
お湯を沸かすスイッチのあるなしはもう個人ではどうしようもない問題でしょ。生まれつき、いえ、作られる時に電気ポットか保温瓶か分けられるんだもの。スイッチがない人には一生魔術なんて体験できない。
Clearly we have the switch, but I guess we don't know how to turn it on.
いい？あなたは素人だけど魔術回路は確かにある。
Yeah.
つまり適性はあるのよ。だから一度でも魔術回路を体内に作ってしまえばあとは切り替えるだけでいい。
Okay. So dang, we had it the whole time. We are just so amateur that we have no clue how to ever turn it on or use it.
スイッチを押して自分の中でオンとオフを切り替えるだけで魔力はなるわ。
I calm my breathing. As Tosaka says, it seems the situation won't get any worse if I calm myself down.
魔術回路を作るのは一度だけでいいのよ。だっていうのに、あなたは毎回一から魔術回路を作って自分の中に組み込もうとしている。
Yeah, perhaps.
それは無駄なの。一度でも体内に確立したものなら、あとは切り替えるだけでいいんだから。
Oh my god, what a waste of energy. What? Okay, so my question is, I feel like she's probably going to answer this. Would that mean that we would have possibly like thousands of them? Or do they like go away when we're done? Because could you imagine if we had thousands of those and we just became the most powerful magus off rip?
本来ね、魔術回路を成し得たものは、次にいつでも切り替えられる鍛錬を受けるのよ。
We just establish another one every time.
けど、あなたの死はそれをしなかった。だから毎回、死の危険性を負って魔術回路を作る。
That
なんて
is
真似をしてる。
that is so tough.
いえ、もしかしたらあなたの父親も同じ勘違いをしていたのかもしれないけど。
I breathe out. The feelings in my limbs slowly return.
ずっと間違って鍛錬してきたあなたのスイッチは閉じている。こうなっちゃうと力技でこじ開けてシロの体にスイッチがあるって分からせなくちゃいけないでしょ。
And that's why we're eating a freaking magical energy gem.
いい？今の宝石はね、
Ah.
そのスイッチを強制的にオンにするものよ。だからシロはずっとそのまま。元の状態に戻りたかったらシロ自身の力でオフにするしかない。
Okay. So what? This is like getting thrown into a pool.
それができたのなら、あとは宝石の助けなんていらないわ。以後は比較的簡単な精神の作用で、あなたは魔術回路を操れるようになる。
それは分かったけど。
Can't I do anything about the heat in my body? She talks about the switch, but what am I supposed to do?
もう喋れるの？
Okay, is that impressive?
はあ、自身のコントロールはうまいんだ。なら、思ったより早く元に戻れるかもね。スイッチそのものは、今の状態を落ち着けよう。早く楽になろうって体の方で勝手にオフにしてくれるから。
How long did you think we wouldn't be able to speak for?
あとはそのスピードを自分の意志で速くするだけ。ね、簡単でしょ？
いや、だから全然わからない。スイッチだなんて言われても実感湧かないぞ、俺。
I don't think, man, she doesn't mean like a physical switch. It's not like you can reach inside your brain and just click. Like, obviously you're not gonna feel anything like that. I feel like that will be such a hard process to explain, though, to mentally switch from magic circuit on to off. I feel like that's just the type of thing you have no clue how to do until you do it. So just figure it out.
今はそうだけど、そのうち明確にイメージできるようになるわ。頭の中にポンってボタンが浮かぶようになるから。あとはそれを切り替えるだけで、とりあえず魔術回路は簡単に開けるようになるわよ。
I guess they do have a switch on their head. Or in their head.
だといいけどな。今はともかく気持ち悪い。
でしょうね。シロ、今まで強化の魔術を使ったらすぐに魔術回路を閉じてたでしょ。
Yep.
今はその逆でずっと魔術回路が開いている状態だもの。いつでも全力疾走しているようなものだから苦しいのは当たり前よ。けど魔術師ならそれぐらいは必須条件なんだから。マスターとして戦うって言うんならスイッチのオンオフはきっとシロの助けになる。
And ideally without debilitating him for a few minutes each time. That would be nice.
わかってる。不意打ちだったけど遠坂には感謝してる。確かにスイッチなんてものが実感できるようになるなら それはプラスだからな。
A bonus? You say a bonus like you're functional as a magus without it. You know how long it takes him to do basic things? Like strengthening? Like, imagine you're in a fight and it's just, hold on, I have to achieve Zen. Like, to turn your magic circuit on. Like, that ain't gonna work, bro.
分かってるじゃない。けど感謝される言われなんてないわよ。私は協力者であるあんたが弱いままだと困るから手助けしているだけなんだから。
Tosaka looks away. It must be because my body is burning. Blankly, I think that the embarrassed Tosaka is cute. You're not wrong.
何よ、人の顔ジロジロ見て。
Oh god, if he says that out loud.
いや、遠坂は素直じゃないなって思っただけだ。
そう、そんな軽口を叩けるなんて余裕あるじゃない、エミヤくん。そんなに元気なら続けて教えても大丈夫よね。
Okay, that's not as evil as I was anticipating. Tosaka approaches me, smiling. Hold on. Hey, I can barely move my body right now.
それじゃあもう一度強化をしてみて。今のあなたじゃ魔力のコントロールもできないだろうけど、その状態に慣れてもらわないと戦力にならないわ。大丈夫。ランプは山ほど持ってきたし、何十回失敗するかわからないけど、
Oh god.
強化が成功するまで休ませてなんてあげないから。
Don't tell her the success rate. Smiling, she hands the lamp to me, still barely able to move. Whoa. This is like telling someone with a 40-degree fever to walk on a long tightrope. Oh my god. What an analogy. I don't even want to imagine that. What? We don't get to see this? Tough.
参ったわ。まさかこっちが先に音を上げることになるなんてね。
That is tough. Tosaka blames me with her glare. Dang, that
い
trash.
や、面目ない。
私の見通しが甘かった。まさか30個全部壊されるなんて思いもしなかったから。
30 lamps, that's brutal.
悪いけど今日の鍛錬はこれでおしまいよ。シローの強化を測れる道具がないから。
But I did try. I tried hard with a body that's burning like I'm in a boiling kettle. I tried hard, but it's just that the strengthening failed in spite of that.
あのさ、ガラスが割れただけなら遠坂直せるだろ。以前うちの窓ガラスを直してくれたじゃないか。
This is where we get the it's different when it's magical energy.
無理。あれは普通に破損したものでしょ。こっちはシローの魔力に耐えきれなくなって割れたものだもの。他人の魔力を帯びたものに干渉するのは難しいって覚えておいて。
Gotcha.
そうですか。
そうよ。いいからシローは休んでいいわ。今日はスイッチを呼び起こしただけでよしとしましょう。コントロールできるようになったらこの続きを教えるから。
Fair enough.
休んでいいのはありがたいけど、この続きって何を教えてくれるんだ？
Hopefully not strengthening.
シロー強化しかできないんでしょ。前にそれしか使えないって言ってたけど、それならもう少し上級の変化ぐらいまで持っていけるかもしれない。
Transformation magic, that'd be pretty clean.
強化と変化、それに投影の魔術について教わったことはない？
Probably not. A little. Strengthening is used to strengthen something, as the word suggests. People tend to think of strengthening as hardening something, but it actually strengthens the object's effect. For example, swords will become sharper and lamps will become brighter. I don't think I need to explain too much for transformation either. For example, you can't create a fire with an edged weapon. That which attaches abilities beyond the normal effects is called transformation. And projection, I think, was...
投影ってなんだっけ、遠坂。よく親父が言ってた覚えはあるんだけど。
強化と変化は知ってるんでしょ。なら投影もおのずと想像はつくと思うけど。
Is that like creating?
まあ要するに物を複製するって魔術よ。強化や変化みたいに元からあるものに手を加える魔術じゃないわ。
Gotcha.
基本的には無から1から10を全て自分の魔力で構成するものだから難易度的には最高ね。
It would be so cool if he ended up learning transformation, like got some massive power spike. I don't even know if he will though. Like I don't know if he will be able to learn enough magic to be able to do that stuff.
けど魔力ってのは使い捨てでしょ。投影で作り上げたものはすぐに消えてしまうのよ。10の魔力を使って作り上げた投影の剣と1の魔力で強化させた剣とでは強化の剣の方が強くなる。
Okay,
強化は手を加えるだけでいいから効率がいいってわけ。
that makes sense.
その点投影は魔力を使いすぎるからメジャーに使われる魔術じゃないわ。
あ、思い出した。そういえば親父もそんなこと言ってたな。割りが合わないからやめろみたいな。
そういうこと。さあ質問が済んだのなら終わりにしましょう。足元もおぼつかないようだし部屋の前までぐらいは送っていってあげるから。
Bet, probably a good idea. Or he's gonna tumble, bro. I let her accompany me back to my room, and Saber is waiting for me at the doorway.
お疲れ様でした。二人とも。
Both of you, what did we do well? I don't even have the energy to respond. I answer with just a nod and enter my room.
シローはどうですか？リン。
Trash.
ダメ、すっごくダメ。あいつ才能ないわ。
Ouch, that is tough. It's a merciless statement, just like Tosaka. That is brutal. And then, when I notice, I'm looking up at the night sky. Tonight, I didn't run away because I felt uneasy about Saber. I'm just feeling that night wind, finding my burning body and the things Tosaka taught me impossible to manage.
しかしスイッチとやらが本当に使いこなせるようになったらあとは手順の問題だ。
Man, I really hope he power spikes and proves Tosaka wrong, but right now it really seems like he just straight up does not have the talent for it. But, I mean, come on. He's a protagonist. Like, he's gotta have the talent for it, right? He's gotta somehow develop the talent for it. I mean, that'd be a little stereotypical, but...
一番簡単な強化をあんなに失敗するようじゃ先が思いやられるな。
I murmur and start to put magical energy into the plank I brought out from the shed. A cracking sound. The strengthening failed as I expected, and the wood has a crack in it.
中の構造まで見えてるのにどうしてこう魔力の制御ができないんだろう。
Good question. Tosaka said I'm straining too much. She also said it's fine with just a small amount of magical energy, so I should just think about enforcing the weak spots in the object. In short, does she mean I should ease up a bit? Yeah.
そんなこと言われなくても分かってるけどな。
Okay, that's fair. The problem is, I don't have any way to ease up. It would be great if there was some good way to relax and... Footsteps that seem to seep into the night. This presence rudely approaches me for the second time. Is it Archer?
なんだよ。お前に用なんてないぞ。俺は。
Is he about to teach us, or is he here to ridicule us again? And like, fight our entire methodology as a person?
それは私も同じだ。だが、リンが気に病んでいるようなのでな。見るに見かねたというやつだ。
Archer said, yeah, no, I don't want to be here either, but... I throw the plank away, glaring at Archer. And then, Archer picks up the plank as if he's interested in it.
強化の魔術か。にしても、ひどい出来だ。
Yeah, that's the problem. Thanks, dude. We know.
どうせ半人前だよ。お前のマスターの手を煩わせて悪かったなってんだ。
いや、そうではない。これに関しては、リンも間違えている。
Is she? Is he gonna roll up and say like, you got crazy potential. You just suck right now.
それはどういう
Or the opposite.
元からあるものに手を加える。それは高望みしすぎだ。そんなことができるほど お前は器用ではあるまい。
Is he saying jump straight to projection? He's saying what he likes when I'm letting him. But he's so correct, I can't answer. It's true that I'm unskilled, and it's my fault that I can't succeed at the magic. It's no good taking it out on this guy.
どうした？昨夜ほどの元気はないか？
Guess not.
うるさい。お前の言う通りだから黙っただけだ。俺が未熟なのが一方的に悪いんだからな。
I look away. I don't know how he took it.
お前はある意味死に恵まれていないのかもしれないな。
You think? Archer says so as if he's amazed.
そんなことないぞ。親父も父坂も教え方はうまいんだから。
I think there's a very good
声が悪い
chance.
のは俺の方だろ。
I mean, it's a very real possibility that they're not good at teaching and just good at magic themselves.
だからだ。お前相手にはな、何も分かっていない魔術師の方がうまく作用する。
Okay. How are they gonna teach us magic then?
天才には凡人の悩みは分からない。
Okay. He means a magus who came from nothing. Gotcha.
リンは優等生すぎるから落ちこぼれであるお前の間違いに気がつかないのだ。
Yeah, okay, I guess I can get that. It's like if you understand something so well, right, sometimes you don't understand how people are missing a very basic aspect of something. It's like trying to teach a little kid sometimes, right? It's like if you try to teach a little kid math and you're not sure what they're confused about, but then it's actually something way simpler than you anticipated, right? Because you're just smarter than them, right? It can be tough. I don't get what Archer wants to say. I don't get it, but to guess from his
よ
words.
くわかんないけど、つまりお前、俺に喧嘩売ってるのか。
What? That is not at all what he was going for. I'll take it right now, free of charge.
それも間違いだ。エミやシロは格闘には向かない。
Yeah.
お前の戦いは精神の戦い。己との戦いであるべきだからだ。
Dang.
魔術師の戦いは精神戦だって言うんだろ。そんなの分かってる。それでも戦うなら殴り合うしかないじゃないか。
まったく。これではセイバーも苦労しよう。
Yeah, perhaps. Archer looks down at me seriously. In his eyes are things I haven't seen before. Real dejection and anger.
一度しか言わんからよく聞け。
Alright.
いいか。戦いになれば、エミやシロに勝ち目などない。
I mean, he's not wrong.
お前のスキルでは、何をやってもサーバントには通じない。
That's something Saber said to me. He said that no matter what kind of clever scheme I use, Miyashiro has no chance of victory in battle.
ならば、せめてイメージしろ。現実で叶わない相手なら、想像の中で勝て。自身が勝てないのなら、勝てるものを幻想しろ。
Is he about to teach us projection?
所詮、お前にできることなど、それぐらいしかないのだから。
I don't know why, but it feels like Archer's words naturally pass into me. I should not forget those words. I think that what this man is saying is something that should never be forgotten.
どうかしているな。殺すべき相手に助言をするなど。どうやら私にも、凛の甘さが映ったようだ。
Archer disappears suddenly. He definitely just inadvertently taught us projection. Or made us kind of understand it. But why? The relationship we've seen with Archer and Shiro has been interesting so far. Archer disappears suddenly. Archer was just supposed to keep watch. I bet he jumped back onto the roof where it's fit for keeping watch.
なんだ、あいつ。
I complain at the guy that disappeared. There's no reply. Ruminating on the words that linger horribly in my head, I feel the cold winter air on my burning body. I want to see him I wanted to see him try something, at least. Or try to imagine it. To a bookmark. Oh, here we are again. I'm dreaming. It must be because my blood is hot and my body is pulsing. Oh yeah, I can see how that would bring you back there. I'm reliving the scene I don't need to remember. It's my oldest memory. At the same time, it's a memory that can't be separated from me. A scene from 10 years ago that never goes away, even though I usually never recall it. It's not that I forgot it. It's not that I want to forget it. For me, it's just something that has already happened. So it's not something I feel pain over. It's not something I feel particularly angry about. What's past is past. I cannot redo it, nor go back to it. I've escaped from that scene and still continue to live. All I can do is look forward. No one told me to. I just vaguely thought like this ever since I was a child. Not forgetting or denying the past. The only way to make use of what has gone away is to acknowledge it. I mean, not wrong. I wake up because of the burning heat in my body. How long was I asleep? I guess I fell asleep while feeling the night wind without returning to my room. In the dim shed, there's me and...
Saber!
She just been keeping watch on us?
目が覚めましたか、シロ。部屋を抜け出すのは構いませんが、ここで眠るのはだらしがないのではありませんか。
Maybe just a little bit.
おはよう。いや、ゆうべは体が熱くて、外に出ていたらつい眠くなっちまったんだ。
見ればわかります。説明はいいですから、次からは気をつけてください。マスターにこのような場所で休息を取られては、私の立場がありませんから。
Would he like sleeping in the shed?
すまん。今後はできるだけ部屋で休む。
分かっていただければ助かります。ところでシロ、先ほどからタイガが呼んでいるのですが。
Yeah, she's probably not happy.
藤姉が呼んでるってなんでさ。
She wants food, bro.
朝食の問題ではないでしょうか。朝食の時間はとうに過ぎていますから。
Yep, it was food.
え？うわ、もう7時過ぎてるのか。やばい、寝過ごした。
Oh, that's tough.
そうですね。シローが最後に起きるのは珍しい。よほど昨夜のリンとの鍛錬が応えたのでしょう。
Yeah, bro needed to sleep. Saber analyzes the situation calmly. But I don't have that much
起
composure.
こしに来てくれて悪いが、先に戻っていてくれ。俺もすぐに着替えて台所に行くから。
はい。それでは、できる限りタイガをなだめているとしましょう。
Saber leaves with calm footsteps. But calm down, Fujini? Saber's already adapted quite well to the mornings at our house. Sorry about that. I run into the kitchen. Ignoring Fujini's vilification, I prepare breakfast in about 5 minutes. Dang, speed
お
run
待
on
たせ。
breakfast.
学校の門限まで時間がないからな。手早く食べちゃってくれ。
I put the breakfast onto the table. No! And then...
なんじゃこ
She not happy with what we made? Whoa, my bad. My bad. Fujini explodes.
りゃなにこれ。焼いたトーストだけじゃない。シロ、なんで今日の朝ごはんこれだけなのよ。
Cause we're late. My bad. Needed to get you out of here in time.
な、仕方ないだろう。寝坊したんだから。他のものを作ってる余裕なんてないし、だいたいパン食なんてこんなもんじゃないか。単にサラダと卵焼きがないだけなんだから、そう大差ないぞ。
No, that's a pretty big difference, but...
大差なんてあります。
Yeah, there is.
みんなもそう思うでしょ。
Fujini asks Tosaka and Saber, who are eating silently. But you shouldn't be so optimistic. Those two aren't as greedy as Fujini is. They won't agree with her. Oh no, they're about to agree.
そうね。藤村先生じゃないけど、こんな手抜きは容認できないかな。パン食を舐めてるとしか思えないわ。
An insult to the bread? Hey, hold on. I thought you don't usually eat breakfast. She don't even eat breakfast and she's pissed. Oh, she's upset. Whoa, what was that sigh that sounded like obvious disappointment? Did your character change, Saber?
ほら、みんなシロが悪いって。多数決で決定したから反省した後、ちゃんとした朝ごはんを提供すること。
Tough.
そんな出来レースに従えるか。そもそもな、今からおかずなんて作ってたら遅刻するぞ、藤根。もう7時半なんだから、パンかじりながら走っていかないと間に合わないから諦めろと提案する。
いいよ。私、遅刻か空腹かの選択なら朝ごはんを尊重するから。
What the heck is wrong with you?
するな。そんな教師がどこにいる。いいからさっさと食べて学校に行けっての。言っとくけど、俺は意地でもこれ以上の飯は用意しないからな。
もうシロったら変なところで真面目なんだから。そんなじじくさいこと言ってるとすぐおじいさんになっちゃうんだからね。
Tough.
言われるまでもない。藤根のおかげで俺はすっかりじいさん趣味だよ。
So saying, I start eating my toast. Well, it's true. There is something desolate about having only toast for breakfast when there's this many people. That's tough. The sounds of the Shinai's echo. The substance of the fight is the same as always. I attack desperately, while Saber blocks my blows easily and counters with an attack twice as sharp as mine. I manage to block it, attack even stronger, and lose. We're repeating the same match, over and over. I respect the effort, though. Maybe one day you'll land a hit. I stand still and breathe deeply. Wiping the sweat off my forehead with my arm, I calm my breathing.
何を休んでいるのですか。昨日までのシロならそこで諦めるようなことはなかったはずです。
A magic circuit is killing him.
早く打ち込んできてください。
ちょっと待って。これ以上は息が続かない。少し休憩。
Man, that magic circuit is getting the best of him.
何をらしくないことを。シロが来ないというのでしたら、
Oh God.
私から攻め込むだけですが。
That's just merciless.
それでも構わないのですね。
That's just mercilessly beating him up. Saber stares at her bad student. But I cannot move my body to my satisfaction, even if she looks at me that way. Use the projection magic.
はあ、一体どうしたのですシロ。今朝のあなたは今までとは別人のようです。
That gem and the freaking... and Archer's advice changed him.
まっすぐに打ち込んでくる太刀だけは目を見張るものがあったというのに、今朝のシロには力強さを感じません。
それは自分でも分かってるんだけどな。どうもうまくいかない。
Well, the situation is too different from yesterday.
体の熱がまだ取れないのですか。ですが、そんな理由で体のキレが落ちるようでは話になりません。少し頭を冷やして気持ちを入れ替えてください。
I mean, that's gonna be there for a few weeks, so you might need to just deal with that.
そうするんだったら、まずあれをなんとかしてくれ。
What thing? I point to the observer by the wall. That thing? Is Tosaka watching us?
私に構わなくていいから訓練を続けていいわよ。
She's just watching us get mercilessly beat up? That's foul. Tosaka doesn't understand at all. When she's staring at me like that, I can't concentrate on fighting with Saber.
リンが気になるのですか。それこそ修行不足ですね。
Yeah, I mean, if you're afraid of getting beat up in front of a girl, like, come on. I'm playing. Oh man, but I guess in all seriousness, he definitely shouldn't be worried about such trivial things.
いいでしょう。
Oh, snap. Whoops. Oh god.
待てセイバー、こっちはまだ息が。
問題はありません。そのようなものは戦いの最中に整えるものです。
She's brutal. Saber disappears from my view. The instant I realize this is bad and block my face, Saber Shinai hits me right on my head. Tough. You've seen stars. And so, the training this morning was severe. I wasn't worried about Tosaka watching after I got knocked out once. As I devoted myself to blocking Saber's blows, it was lunchtime before I knew it. I guess you get knocked out once, and at that point, what more do you have to lose, right? She just went for the knockout to get that into him. Oh my god.
けどあれよね、セイバーって本当に冷静よね。3時間もシローと試合してて眉一つ動かさないんだから。普段も無口だけど戦闘時はさらに磨きがかかるっていうか、何もう無機質みたいな感じ。
I love that she's like admiring this. Tosaka's in a good mood. I think because she saw me getting beat around a lot. That's tough. The two are in the living room, resting. As for me, I'm preparing lunch by myself as a punishment for not being serious this morning. Bro is not having a good day right now. This has been a very good, or no good, very bad, terrible day. I forgot the name of that book. I don't remember. I mean, that's pretty close. Jeez. I want to cut corners and finish quickly by making something like white noodles. Oh man, you'd get beat up even harder for that at this point.
無機質ですか。そうですね。そう意識したことはありませんが、剣を握っているときは感情を止めているのかもしれません。
I mean, probably not a bad idea.
それは試合といえども変わりはないのでしょう。
何それって女の身で剣を持つための心構えってやつ？体格で劣っているから心だけは負けないようにって。
I mean, maybe?
それは違います、リン。冷静であるのは戦う時の心構えですが、それは男も女も変わりのないことでしょう。
Facts. Because I mean, by that logic, by that logic, I mean, what if a man started doing that, right? What, he just loses?
リンとて戦闘時には情を捨てるはずです。あなたはそれができる人ですから。
言ってくれるじゃない。まあそりゃ事実だけどさ。けどセイバーのは私とは違うわよ、絶対。私は捨ててるのは甘さだけだもの。
That's cap.
あなたほど達観はできないわ。
Actually, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. I mean, at the same time, she did kind of bring us back from death. Does Shiro even know that? Like, I don't think he knows that. That she literally revived this dude. That's a big thing to not know, that somebody literally revived you from the dead.
そのようですね。だからあなたは華やかなのでしょう。
What?
戦いの中でも女性のしなやかさを保っていられる。
何よ、嫌味？華やかさで言ったらあなたにはかなわないわ。シローがあっちにいるから白状するけどね。私、初めてあなたを見た瞬間にすっごい美人だなって見とれたんだから。
And they are gassing each other up. Jeez. No, I can hear you, Tosaka.
それはリンの思い違いでしょう。この身が華やかに見えたのなら、それは私ではなく、セイバーというクラスが華やかなだけではないでしょうか。
It must be the class, yes.
そんなんじゃないってば。純粋にね、同じ女として負けたって思ったんだもの。そうでもなければ、あそこまでショックは受けなかったわよ。
She was so shocked. She was just like willing to die. She's like, yep. Tough. Like, I'd lost as a woman. I'm dead now. And she also just accepted her death. But she definitely did comment on her beauty while she was dying.
ですから、それが間違いです。私は一度も自身を女性だと思ったことはないし、一度も女性として扱われたことはありません。
Man, I don't know if I'd say never. Shiro can't get that part out of his head.
その私が華やかであるはずがない。
That is quite the logical fallacy. Saber's comment stops the conversation. As I use the kitchen knife, I feel irritated by Saber's comment.
前から思ってたけど、自分のことを何だと思ってんだろうな、あいつ。
I take a big swing at the chicken meat. For some reason, I'm getting annoyed. Bro took his anger out on that poor chicken meat. Jeez.
私は自分を女性だと思ったことはありません。
まあ、俺には関係のない話だけど。
I strike hard at the cutting board with my knife. Yeah, it's none of my business. Annihilates the cutting board. Yeah, I can tell that you're not bothered by it. But doing so doesn't make me feel even one bit better.
今日の課題はそれね。昨日より数は増やしたし、そっちの体も落ち着いてるみたいだから、今度こそ成功するでしょ。
Oh man, don't say that. I don't know how she brought them here, but Tosaka brings out about 40 lamps. What? Just brought 40 lamps? What?
私はちょっと外に出てるわ。しばらく経ったら戻ってくるから、それまでに終わらせておきなさい。
Does she think it's because, like, she's watching that we can't do it? Saying goodbye, Tosaka leaves the room. Well, yesterday night was bad, so I should at least succeed at 1 or 2 tonight. He's gonna fail all 40, isn't he?
とりあえず半分済んだか。
It took me 1 hour to try strengthening on about 20 lamps. Half of them broke, and the other half showed no change. Well, half showing no change is better than yesterday. But out of the ones that didn't break, 5 of them had magical energy successfully channeled into them. All I have to do now is challenge the 20 that are left, but...
待てよ。5つもあればテストとしては十分なんじゃないか。
Seems like all the lamps are antiques. I feel bad about breaking any more of them. Yeah, I should... Nah, keep training, bro. Whoops. We're not trying to load. Whoops. Goodness. Get Tosaka or wait quiet. I misspelled that, didn't I? That's how you spell that word. I can never spell that word for some reason. Why did I capitalize that? What? I mean, wait quietly and keep, like, practicing, right? We don't need to go and get Tosaka right now. I mean, hopefully something... I mean, I don't think there's any reason to suspect something's happening to Tosaka right now. Like, she's probably not in danger or anything, right? I mean, if she is, that's probably the type of choice that gets us a bad end, but, like, there's no reason to suspect that, so I think we just wait quietly. No, I'll stay here obediently. Tosaka must have gone outside for a reason, so I should handle the part assigned to me.
だよな。昨日の失敗もあるし、今日はできるだけ多く成功させとかないと。
Good idea. I face the lamps with renewed spirit. There's 20 more left. I should finish them up before Tosaka gets back. It's 2 o'clock. There's no sign of Tosaka returning, and I diligently finish the task assigned to me.
あれ、電話だ。
The phone is ringing far away.
今か。遠坂は、って、うちの電話なんだから出るわけにはいかないよな。
She totally would, though. I don't think it's important, but I can't just ignore it. I get up and head to the living room to pick up the phone. There's no one in the living room. Saber and Tosaka must be somewhere else, like in the yard.
はい、エミヤですが。
よう、エミヤ。今日も休んでいるようだけど、体の調子が悪いのかい？
Hey, what's up, Shinji? As soon as I pick up, I hear Shinji's voice, mixed with hidden laughter.
シンジか。なんか用か。話すことなんてお互いないと思うが。
なんだよ、釣れないな。こっちはエミヤに一つ教えてやろうと思って電話をしたのに。
I'm very nervous that he's about to say something really bad.
俺に教える？
Like, Tosaka is dead.
ああ、どうしても話しておきたいことがあったんだけど。
No, I guess not.
お前、 学校に来ないじゃないか。これ以上長引くのもなんだし、もう我慢できないから連絡を入れたんだ。それで、そっちに遠坂はいるのか？
Not right now. Shinji's tone is strange. Yeah, it is. Can't tell much from just his voice, but he sounds like he's really excited or pressured. I can hear students in the background, so he must still be at school. It's past 2. It must be break time right after the 5th period.
おい、聞いてるんだよ、エミヤ。遠坂はそこにいるの？いないの？
No.
今はいない。少し席を外している。
そうか、ちょうどいい。2人だけで話がしたかったんだ。いいことを教えてやるからさ。今から学校に来いよ、エミヤ。もちろん、遠坂には内緒でね。
That's concerning. I don't know how to answer. Shinji is acting strange, and anyway, we're already talking. There's no need to go to school, and going there without telling Tosaka would mean betraying her.
いや、悪いが学校には行けない。用があるなら来週まで待てよ。休み明けには登校するから。
I'm worried about what it is.
はあ？何勝手なこと言ってんだよ、お前。それじゃ遅いんだよ。我慢できないって言ったじゃないか、今。
Shinji screams at me. He must be excited as I can hear his heavy breathing even over the phone.
少しは考えてるじゃないか。そうだよね。さすがに今更一人でやってくるわけがないか。どう見ても怪しいもんな、この電話。エミヤでもやばいって感じたわけだ。
Yeah, his voice is concerning me. I'm not going to be honest. I'm really, really worried about what this is actually about. It might be something small, but it doesn't feel like it. Completely changing, he laughs.
ちょっと待て。落ち着け。お前変だぞ、シンジ。何があったか知らないが。
嘘をつくなよ、エミヤ。遠坂のことだ。お前に全部話したんだろ？いいよ、隠さなくて。そうだよね。エミヤはセイバーのマスターだもの。僕よりずっと一発な人殺しってわけだ。
What? Shinji sounds cheerful. I've known him for 5 years now, but I've never seen him this high.
シンジ、お前。
いいから、学校で待ってるよ。急げよ、エミヤ。今からなら6次元目には間に合う。ちょうど藤村の授業だし、遅刻しても問題ないだろう。
いや、いくら藤根でも遅刻したら怒るぞ。それに6次元目だけ出るなんて欠席するより文句を言われそうだな。
そんなのは自業自得じゃないか。ああ、それと遠坂にバラしたら本当に絶交するからな。今まで桜のことは目をつむってやったんだ。最後ぐらいは友人として義理を果たしてもいいだろう。
Oh, he just hung up on us too. The conversation ends there. The phone is repeating a boring beeping sound.
なんだあいつ。
What is this about? But what should I do? I haven't been able to find Tosaka in the house, and if I'm going to school, I can't take Saber. Still, I'm worried what Shinji will do if I refuse his invitation. I am too, actually. He seems distraught after being refused by Tosaka last night. He might hit soccer again if I leave him be.
そうだな。まだ明るいし問題ないだろう。
Oh, Lord. That's decided. I should hurry. I'll make it for 6th period if I run. Oh, man. I don't know what this is about. There's no one at the school gates. As it's class time, it looks from outside like the school is empty. There must not be any PE classes at the moment, as nobody is out in the yard either. Well, this will all change in a little while. School's over when 6th period ends. The schoolyard and the gate should be filled with students. I reach the 3rd floor. Of course, the hallway is empty as well. Class is in session, and it feels a bit awkward walking into Class C like this.
丸見えってわけでもなし。さっさと教室に行くか。
This is going to be awkward. Class C is down the hallway. This class by the stairs is Class H, so I'll have to walk past 5 classes to get there. Uh-oh. The dizziness hits me suddenly. Uh-oh. This is bad. It attacks my whole body with nausea. What is happening? My stomach crawls around. My senses are reversed. My vision is filled with crimson. As if blood has seeped into my eyes, everything in my vision tints red. Is this a trap, or this is horrible? This is just horrible timing. I don't know if it's just horrible timing or if it's like a trap. The temperature hasn't changed, but my body is strangely hot. My feet tremble. I can't put any power into my body. I'm weakening like an hourglass, unable to stop it. It's as if I'm breathing out my insides with every breath. I'm suffocating. My throat hurts. Could it be that the oxygen has disappeared from the hallway? No, from the whole school? Are we out of time? I thought we had more. As if urged by my gasping lungs, I lean against the wall and open the window unconsciously. My mind freezes. The scale of the situation erases even my confusion. Outside the window, around the schoolyard, is a field of red. It's as if only this school is cut out, surrounded by a red world. Did we just walk into the, boundary field? And now we're, toast? The school building is an altar covered by a red canopy. And with that, finally, I understand that this is that kind of a thing. A trap? I move away from the window. Holding my wobbling legs firm with my will, I enter the classroom in front of me. Inside is the result. This has to be a bad end. There are no students sitting in their chairs. All the students are on the floor, and the teacher that was probably standing on the platform is lying on the ground as well. They're still breathing. Everyone is convulsing as if asking for help. There are no fatalities yet. It's just that they don't have the power to stand up, and they'll soon rot away. Seeing their miserable condition on the floor, I add them to the wreckage from long ago. My nausea gets stronger, but I deal with it calmly. I observe the students on the floor. Even though it's hard to breathe, it doesn't mean they can't breathe. Or they can't breathe. If they are only weakened, I can still save them if I hurry. I guess this is what Archer and your dad were talking about. You wouldn't have time to save them all. You'd have to pick and choose. In the instant I check the face of a student nearby, sound goes click inside my head. It's melting. Not everyone, though. There must be individual differences, as the most weakened students are starting to have their skin melt away. Oh my god. Oozing. Inflamed arms like a keloid. And eyes that look like that of a dead fish. Ugh. That's gross. I know this. I know a scene like this.
Yamero.
This is just hell. I know it from a long time ago.
Yamero.
And so, eclipsing fear, anger overtakes my body. My left arm throbs. The command spell on my hand tells me an enemy is nearby. I run, still breathing hard. My mind has already gone insane.
Yo, Illya. 思ったより元気そうで何よりだ。どう？気に入ったかいこの思考は。
No, I can't say I'm a fan. Across the hallway. Mato Shinji is standing right in front of Class C. My arm throbs. The command spell tells me that the man standing there is the cause of this. Was he? Oh my god, I knew it.
これはお前の仕業か、シンジ。
Unable to breathe properly, I stand there and glare at Shinji's distant figure. He must really like how I'm acting. Shinji spreads his arm exaggeratedly and laughs aloud in the red hallway.
そうだとも。お前がやってきたのが分かったんでね。すぐに結界を発動させたんだ。タイミングには苦労したんだぜ。何しろあんまり早すぎると逃げられるし、遅すぎると顔を合わせるからさ。
We shouldn't have met up with him. And this is what you call a bad ending, folks. There's no way this isn't a bad ending.
僕としちゃエミヤが顔面蒼白になるのを見たかったわけだし、単純にことを起こすのだけは避けたかったんだ。
そうか。話があるっていうのは嘘か。
Yeah, I mean, you knew that too. Like, you felt that something was wrong. Oh, man.
話はこれからさ。僕とお前、どちらが優れているか遠坂に思い知らせないといけないし、エミヤには嘘の謝罪をしないといけないからね。ほら、エミヤには黙ってたけど、学校に結界を敷いたのは僕なんだ。
Figured. Ahaha, Shinji laughs cheerfully. That makes me realize from the bottom of my heart.
あれ？思ったより驚かないな。なんだ。この結界は僕じゃないって言ったのに、エミヤは信じてくれなかったんだ。いいねいいね。お前でも人を信じないなんてことがあったわけだ。
Oh man, his laugh drills into my skull. We don't even have Saber, like we're dead. I mean, I guess we could use a command spell and bring Saber out. I'll make this clear, but I'm surprised enough. I was only prepared for the discovery that the master who constructed the boundary field was either Shinji or this other master. That's all. This is the result of the optimistic view. Back then, as soon as I figured out Shinji was a master, I should have settled this matter. So this is my mistake.
シンジ、なんでこんなものを仕掛けた？戦う気がないって言ったのも嘘だったのか？
Yeah, seems like it.
いや、それは本当なんじゃない？僕だってこんなものを発動させる気はなかったんだ。
Wow.
これ
Yeah,
はあくまで交渉材料だったんだよ。
that's quite a negotiation tactic.
爆弾を仕掛けておけば、遠坂だっておいそれと僕を襲わなくなるし、万が一の切り札にもなるからね。
そうか。だが、結界の発動にはまだ数日必要だと遠坂は言ってた。
Yeah, I'd say
それはあ
so.
いつの読み違いか。
I mean, seems so.
遠坂らしい意見だ。けどさ、結界は完成していないだけで、形はとっくにできているんだぜ。単純に発動させる分には支障はないんだ。ま、おかげで効果は薄いけどね。この分じゃ一人殺すのにあと数分はかかるんじゃないかな。
In the grand scheme of things, I don't think that's that big of a difference.
止めろ。
The nausea has already gone away. I say so, staring directly at Shinji.
止めろ？何をだい？まさかこの結界を止めろだなんて言ってるんじゃないだろうな。一度起こしたものを止めるなんて、そんなもったいないことできないな、僕は。
止めろ。お前、自分が何をしているか分かってるのか？
I think the problem is that he knows exactly what he's doing.
イラつくな。お前、何僕に命令してるわけ？だいたいさ、これは僕の力じゃないか。止めるかどうかを決められるのは僕だけだし、止めてほしかったら土下座くらいするのが筋ってもんじゃないの？まったく、藤村といいお前といい、自分の立場が分かってないな。
Good lord, Shinji is... He is something else, man. I don't even know what to say to this.
おい、藤姉がどうしたって？
I mean, she's probably toast too.
ねえ？ああ、藤村ね。この結界ができてからさ、あいつ結構動けたんだよ。
So what, she's got more
他の
time?
連中がバタバタ倒れてるっていうのに、一人でヨロヨロしてるんだぜ。
So she's got a little more time than most people? I guess that's nice, at least.
でさ、倒れずにいた僕のところまでやってきて、救急車を呼んでとか言ってきたんだ。すごいよね。教育者の鏡ってやつ？
Far from it, but that's definitely a pretty good move.
けど、そんなもの呼ぶわけにはいかないし、呼ぶ気もないじゃない？藤村のやつ、それでもしがみついてくるもんだからうざくなってさ、蹴り飛ばしてやったらピクリとも動かねえでやんの。
Oh my god!
あの分じゃ真っ先に死んだんじゃねえのあいつ。
Never mind, she doesn't have more time. I've switched over completely. This boy's seeing red. I mean, he was literally seeing red, but now he's seeing red. You know what I mean. I guess he's seeing blue, actually, but Tosaka said something about pushing a switch in my head, but it's not like that. Clang. A hammer strikes in my head, and the inside of my body completely changes. You about to go crazy on this dude?
最後は結界を止めろ、シンジ。
Oh my god, this is your last warning. What are you about to do? Oh, it's going to fisticuffs.
わからないやつだね。お前に頼まれれば頼まれるほど止めたくなんてなくなる。そんなに気に食わないんなら力ずくでやってみろよ、エミヤ。
Maybe we will.
そうか。なら話は簡単だ。
Golly. So basically, I need to stop him before I can stop this boundary field. My body leaps. My body is burning like a fire. There's less than 20 meters between me and Shinji. For me right now, that will only take an instant. My body is full of energy vastly higher than when I have a magic circuit inserted into me.
本当にバカだね、お前。
The shadow wiggles. The shadow settled in the corner of the hallway starts to take form and move. Yeah, that's probably Ryder, huh? A sharp edge made of black. Like a guillotine to cut anything that approaches Shinji. I don't know what kind of magic it is. There are 3 shadows, with that number. Oh man. Oh no. Rush ahead or fall back. I mean, it might not be Ryder, but if we've learned anything, it's that we can't like we can't fight that. That's 3. I think we can't block it ourselves. I think we just end up shish kebabbed if we do this one. I can't block them myself. Maybe that was wrong. I don't know, man. No, I can manage to avoid them. But if I am to dodge and attack Shinji, I don't know if my body will move well enough to do so. The 3 sharp edges approach me. I stop in my tracks and concentrate on avoiding the attack while watching Shinji. Taking a step to the left, I dodge the edge that jumps to stab my stomach. I turn my upper body to avoid the second one that tries to assault my chest from the left side, and avoid the third attack that reaches for my forehead by taking a step forward.
問題ない。ちゃんと見えてる。
Such attacks are like dodgeball compared to Saber's attacks.
ちこの生意気なんだよ、お前。
Yeah, go beat him up. Except what, are they gonna keep coming? He fires 3 shadows once again. I don't even need to keep watch this time. I know its range and speed now from the first attack. I can avoid them with no trouble. Oh, okay. I pass through the opening between the 3 shadows. There's nothing dangerous about them. I feel no threat in the shadows. Saber has taught me that if it doesn't make me sense death, I should not hesitate.
Shinji!
I close in on him. There's no shadows to protect him. A few more steps. If I can go 3 more meters, I can...
やめろ。来るな。
Yeah, nah, don't plead now. Beat him up. Shinji runs away. The instant I reach out to his back. Is there something there? I feel a chill run through my whole body and I quickly withdraw my extended arm. Something cuts through the air. A sharp black edge cuts through the space I was in a moment ago. I stop. I don't know where it came from, but in front of me is a rider. Is a woman in black who makes even the red seem faint. Yeah, bro, you need to use a command spell right now, or you are dead. My mind stops in fear. I'll be killed. I don't want to think about it, but an image of my head being ripped off pops into my head. This is a sense of death that the previous shadows cannot even compare to.
いいぞ、ライダー。遠慮するな。そいつはお前の好きにしていい。
Ryder's figure becomes vague. I can't match her. Yeah, I'm pulling the Joestar technique, and I'm running away. We're toast. There's no way we fight that. Try to fight Ryder or run. I can't match her. We'd get annihilated. I retreat instantly. Now is not a good time. I have to regroup and make Shinji stop the boundary field after that. Oh, are we dead? I desperately retreat, not knowing what's going on. Yeah, I think we got diced anyway. My vision turns white from fear. I don't even know what I'm scared of, but I raise my hand, still not knowing what's going on, and block my neck. I don't think that's gonna stop it, bro. A sharp object is thrust into my arm. The dull sound that scrapes my bones tell me I will be killed next. Oh, yeah, we're dead. I run. I don't even have time to turn my back. I cover only my vitals with my hands and retreat desperately. We dead yet? The sound of cutting echoes through the hallway. With an annoying sound, the sharp object cuts my body apart. My vision is blocked by the spray of blood coming out of my body. Beyond it... is Ryder coming at me at a speed I can't even see. Every time I get cut, a voice that doesn't seem like my own escapes my mouth. But I still continue desperately to retreat, saving my life from numerous fatal blows. I don't know what I'm doing. My arm is blocking Ryder's dagger. My clothes are ripped apart, and my flesh is as well. But it must still be working as a shield as it desperately blocks the blows coming at my neck, forehead, and heart. Force of will is not there. My body reacts to Ryder's blows purely from not wanting to die. I'm already out of breath. I'm only running because I'm being hurried by the presence of death in front of me. I will just run out of strength, get caught, and die. Man, you better hope Saber just shows up. That's why she told me. She told me not to fight against servants, and that I would be no match for them. Yeah. Maybe you finally realized that. Even though I listened to her, why? What am I doing now? I have to catch Shinji quickly and have him remove the boundary field, so what am I doing? You're just gonna die if you try that.
何してるんだライダー。もういいだろう。さっさと切り殺しちゃえよ。どうせ何もできないんだからさ、そいつは。
Shinji's voice is filled with triumph. Nodding, Ryder swings her dagger in a large arc. A blow directed at my head. Yeah, that's the death blow. I cannot dodge it. All I can do is stop it hitting a fatal point. The dagger stabs me in the shoulder right below my collarbone. A loud metallic sound and the cluck of a tongue. What is this? The end of Ryder's dagger is breaking apart.
驚いた。私の刃物では殺せない。
Why not? Ryder stops. In the instant that I consider how to make use of that opening.
なら、落ちて死になさい。
Ooh, tough. I feel an impact like being hit with a sledgehammer, and I'm knocked out the window. Oh, that's brutal. Then die falling. I only took a roundhouse kick to the stomach, but that blows my body away and I'm thrown out the window. It's the 3rd floor. I should die from loss of blood even without anything, so falling from this height should finish me off. No, I should have died the moment I received the blow that flung me a few dozen meters. I reach out. Maybe I'm not falling yet, or it's just an illusion. My body is still in the air. Is he about to somehow save himself? Boy, you better find some magic right now that gets you out of this situation, or I hit a bad end. I reach out my arm as if to cling on to something. The sky is red. The school building is throbbing as if it's the stomach of a living thing. Am I going to die overlooking something like this? Like this? Like this? Like this? Like this? Am I going to die selfishly, unable to save anybody? I grip my teeth in vain. I cannot beat her. I cannot even be a match. I knew that, but I made a mistake. Think about what Archer said. Come on, please. I don't care about the pain in my body. I'm just going insane from the anger. This is the result of saying I can handle things myself and saying I won't let Saber fight. I was the stupid one. I can't save anyone by myself. If I really wanted to end this war, there was just one thing to do from the beginning. He said it. I'm not to fight anybody, not kill anybody, or not let anyone kill. And if I realized I was wrong, I should decide what to correct and what to punish. And so, on my arm, reaching out as if to grab the heavens, is the command spell waiting for my order. Yeah. Summon Saber. Summon Saber. Summon Saber. Okay. Get help from Saber. Or don't use command spell. That seems like a horrible option to not use it. Right? Like, no, I gotta save him for later. You know, for after I die. Right. Yeah. Summon Saber. I murmur as if praying. I don't care about my life. But only to stop the cause of this.
Saber!
Ooh, okay. With all my might, I call for my sword. A command spell disappears. And at the same moment, a winding occurs in space. What the heck? Oh my god! It must have been sorcery, because Saber in her silver armor shoots forth from it, as if breaking through the ripple in space. Oh my god, that was so clean! I fall to the ground on my back. Yeah, you're gonna have to survive this somehow, I have faith. My breath stops. My organs will explode from the impact. A few of my ribs must have broken or at least cracked. But still, my body did not break apart, and my bloody arms are still attached.
Shiro!
Saber runs toward me. Forcing my numb arms and legs, I manage to stand up to show her I'm alright. What? Bro is built different!
説明している暇はない。状況はわかるな、セイバー。
Yeah, this is a go kill moment.
待ってください、シロ。それはわかりますが、その前にあなたの体を。
Kill.
ライダーを頼む。あいつはお前でしか倒せない。
いけません。シロの治療が先です。このままではあなたが死ぬ。
Yeah, she's probably right.
それは違う。先にやるべきことがあるだろう。
Forget about me, as we have to beat Shinji and Ryder as quickly as possible. Nothing takes priority over that.
ですが、それでは。
Man, we'll be fine. Stop wasting time. We probably won't be fine actually, but we don't have time to waste time. Saber's stubbornly worried about my body. I would be lying if I said I wasn't happy about it, but we don't have time to argue. If Saber doesn't want to, I'll just have to use my second command spell. My determination must have got through to her. Saber accepts my decision.
わかりました。マスター、指示を。
Go, Merc Rider.
ライダーを倒せ。俺はシンジを
You'll get Shinji? How? How? Boy, you got diced up like some celery. Boy, you were a cutting board. You were what was on a cutting board. Like, you are the product of a knife and a cutting board right now. What are you going to do to Shinji? You know what? Alright, I have faith. Let's do it. There's no hesitation in Saber now. She nods silently and runs to the school building like the wind. Okay. I run up the stairs. Ryder and Shinji are on the 3rd floor. I can tell from the command spell's reaction that Shinji is still on the 3rd floor. The instant I get to the 3rd floor, sparks fly out.
ライダーか。
I couldn't see it, but Saber must have seen Ryder attacking from above and deflected her attack.
シロ、ライダーはここで倒します。あなたはライダーのマスターを。
Dang, okay. I don't know how we're pulling that off, but okay. She doesn't need to tell me. Saber won't be beaten by Ryder. That's something I'm sure of from fighting Ryder and knowing even a little bit about her power. Saber's power vastly exceeds that of Ryder.
任せた。だが深追いはするな。シンジを止めればそれで終わる。
I pass Saber and run. Ryder's dagger instantly comes to kill me, and Saber attacks to deflect it along with Ryder. I run through the hallway. In front of me is Shinji, completely flustered. Yeah, you didn't think we'd roll up on you, huh? He was like, yeah, I got him. And we said, I'm not dead yet. And now you're getting rolled up on. Boy, you deserve whatever's coming. Except freaking Shiro will probably have mercy, even if he has no reason to give you any mercy.
さすがに手ぶらじゃ不利か。
Go ahead and project a sword. A long object that can serve as a weapon, like the mop in this locker.
トレーソン。
I pass my magical energy through it as I run. Perhaps I don't have any other thoughts, or I don't have enough energy to do anything else. But I strengthen the plastic mop as naturally as breathing. What? No way! Oh my god, Shiro! Bro just failed so many times and said, you know what? I'm in danger now. Trace on. Just instantly repairs that thing. Or, like, strengthens it. The shadows move. Even though I'm hurt so badly, I don't feel any sluggishness in my body. Man, all that training paid off, huh? And on top of that, I have a weapon now. So, I don't even need to dodge them now. I smack away all the shadows attacking me using the mop. The mop breaks, but that's to be expected from a weapon so hurriedly constructed. And besides, there's no reason for anything like that when I'm this close. That boy's scared. I punch him straight on. My slashed arms hurt so much that it almost knocks me unconscious. I punch Shinji in the stomach and drive him against the wall. Shinji reaches out to fling my arms off. I kick his arms away without hesitation. Even I can't control myself. I take the arm that I kicked and ram it against the wall and break it. Oh my god! He is getting brutalized! You deserve all of this. I can't hear Shinji scream too clearly. Crap. I'll faint if I let my guard down. I have to hurry while my body can still move. I grab Shinji's hair and push him up against the wall. Oh, that boy said scream later. Oh my god. Shiro, you know what you have to do. I take my other arm and grab his throat. Oh yeah, he knows. He knows, alright. Drips. The blood soaked into my clothes stains Shinji's body. Oh my god. Yes, sir. This boy done changed up so fast. I put power into the hand gripping his throat. It must be because of the magical energy flowing through my body. I feel like I'd be able to break this neck. Oh my god. I'm sorry, bro. You just gotta do it. Sorry, bro. There ain't a choice. Just do it. I tighten my grip. There's no hesitation. Just a little sympathy. It's because Shinji wasn't taught the basic rules of magi. That there's no problem with killing other magi. Oh my god. I gotta be honest, you should not listen to him. I loosen my grip on his throat. There's no response from Ryder. But Saber takes a step back from Ryder with those words. Ryder lowers her dagger and moves her lips slightly. What? I'm still trying to comprehend what just happened, man. Nah, I feel like he's choking you out unless you say you're not making one anywhere. That boy said, get out of here now. You can escape with your life. I'm giving you one shot. Boy, that's gotta be better than death, though.
それとも何か身を守るために結界を張ったっていうのは嘘か
別にそんなこと言ってないだろう。僕はただマスターになってサーバントを従えていれば。
He thought he'd be able to be a magus? What would be the point even if he became one?
ここまでだシンジ。レイジを捨てないのなら俺が剥ぎ取る。
Ooh! Snap!
剥ぎ取る。
Shinji questions like it's a real mystery. He's not faking it. Seems like he really doesn't understand what I'm saying.
いやだから。
シロ離れて。
Saber's voice. Maybe it's the result of training at the dojo, but my body reacts to Saber's voice before my brain. I let go of Shinji and jump back. And at the same time, Ryder's dagger swung through the space I used to occupy.
ライダー。
下がりなさいマスター。この場から離脱します。
シロ下がって。ライダーは結果維持に使っていた魔力を全て解放するつもりです。
Oh lord. Yeah, we might want to back up.
魔力を解放する。
Looking at Ryder, she certainly seems strange. Like the way she appeared here instantly when she was confronting Saber, and the chill she's releasing. Her pressure is much stronger now.
ライダー。何考えてんだお前。エミヤのサーバントにさえ勝てないくせに勝手なことしてんじゃない。
はい。確かに私ではセイバーに及びません。ですがご安心を。我が宝具は他のサーバントを凌駕しています。たとえ相手が何者であろうと、我が失踪を妨げることはできない。
Is that noble phantasm time? Okay. Ryder raises her dagger. Everyone here lets out a voice of surprise. For some reason, Ryder takes her dagger to her neck and... slashes it in one breath. What? What the heck is her noble phantasm? Fresh blood splatters around. Blood gushes out from the neck of the black-garbed Ryder. Bro, you need to get out of here now. You already look like some celery, bro. That boy looks like... Boy probably looks like some Swiss cheese. You need to leave now. Even her master, Shinji, is surprised at her actions. Even if servants are beyond human, that wound is fatal. Ryder will lose large amounts of blood and will just disappear. But that's just a needless worry for people who know nothing. Oh god. What is going to happen? Are we about to just get annihilated? The splattered blood stops in the air and slowly forms a circle. Leave now! Please! It's a magic circle drawn in blood. A pattern I've never seen before. A creature-like figure that looks creepy. Looks like a spider. Actually, that's more than spider legs, but whatever. A big lump of magical energy created by Ryder. The boundary field Ryder was supporting until now seems small compared to this. You need to listen to Saber now and leave. Or you are going to die. That's good. The huge amount of magical energy must be leaking. How about you listen to that push and just leave? My body is pushed back as if blown by a strong wind.
シロ離れて。ライダーは宝具を使う気です。そこにいては巻き込まれる。
Saying so, Saber pulls my body away by force. Protecting me, Saber confronts Ryder's magic circle.
逃げるつもりかライダー。自身のマスターをも巻き込むというのなら、ここで引導を渡すだけだ。そのような宝具を使わせはしない。
まさかマスターを守るのがサーバントの役割でしょ。私はマスターを連れて逃げるだけよ。それが気に食わないのなら追ってきなさいセイバー。もっともこれを見た後でもあなたに戦う気迫が残っていればの話ですが。
What is she about to do? I hear a throbbing. With a sound like fresh flesh wrenching open, Ryder's hair whirls up and... Dragged by Saber, I fall to the ground. A loud sound and a flash. I close my eyes at the raging wind. But even with my eyes closed, I'm forced to feel it. Something white passes by. I feel like something is blazing through the hallway with great speed, like a giant arrow of light. What the heck? What just happened? When I raise my head, the scene in front of me is the remains of a cruel destruction. Shinji and Ryder have disappeared. The light just now wasn't aimed at us, but was probably just to escape from here. My wounds, hurt, because there's lots of them. The firing hammer that was pulled inside me is released. The heat flowing through me quickly fades away.
Shiro.
I can't hear Saber's questions anymore. In that manner, my consciousness falls into white darkness. Did we survive? Or are we dead? I'm having that dream. Maybe this is the image of death for me. The closer I get to death, the more the scene that I don't want to see revives in my head. A mountain of corpses. People crumbling away. A time when everyone wished for help, yet none received any. That was painful. It was so painful that even living was painful, and I even thought I would be at ease if I just disappeared. Jeez, man. With faint consciousness, I reached out for no reason. I didn't reach out seeking help. I just thought that the sky was a long way away. In my last moments, that's what I thought. Is he dead? And then, my mind faded away, and the raised hand fell to the ground. No, it should have fallen to the ground. Are we not dead? That's totally Kiritsugu, isn't it? A big hand grasped the falling hand. That person came into the fire to save anybody, and found me. I remember that face. A figure of a man, with tears welling in his eyes, delighted from the bottom of his heart that he has found someone alive. Jesus, man. So is this what he's like, seeing a near death or experience of death? He sees Kiritsugu grabbing his hand. Jesus. It was because he looked so happy. I even thought he was the one that was saved, not me. So, looking enviable even in my dying eyes, the man saved an unfamiliar child as if thinking something. That was the turning point. My weakness accepting death turned into the strength of a desire to live. The mind that could not think of anything was filled with joy of being saved. I moved my fingers with all my might, so as not to let go of the man's hand, and lost consciousness. After that, I was in a hospital when I came to, and I received a visit from the man who saved me. That was 10 years ago. Since then, Miyashiro just chased after Kiritsugu. I could only think of becoming like him. Not because I was saved. It's just because I could not forget his face at that time, and I had tried to acquire that illusion. I ran, aiming to be like that. Somewhere in my mind, I didn't want to realize. That's right, that one day. Hoping about how much I would be saved if I could smile the way Kiritsugu did back then. What? When I open my eyes, I'm in my familiar living room. The sound of the clock is awfully loud. I seem to be sleeping on the floor, and when I raise my arms, both of them are wrapped up in bandages. Think you got bigger concerns, bro. I push myself up. The clock says it's already past 10 p.m.
外暗いなじゃないわよこの恩知らず。目が覚めたらまず言うべきことがあるんじゃない？
Good evening? Yeah, she was worried about us.
遠坂、なんだ、いたのか。
いたのかじゃないわよ。あんたの真横でずっと看病してやってたのに、ずいぶんな態度じゃない。
Well, he didn't know that. I see. I've done something bad.
すまない。どうも頭が固まってる。うまく物事を考えられないんだが、とにかくありがとう、登坂。
And you owe her an
またお前の世話になっちまった。
you owe her an awful lot.
まあ別に大したことじゃないからいいけど、シロもあれだけの怪我だったんだから意識が朦朧としてるのも当然だしさ。
This is now the third time she has saved our life. Hopefully third time's the charm and it doesn't happen again.
で、痛いところはないの？とりあえず外傷は塞がってるけど中身まではわからないから。異常があるんなら手当てしないとまずいでしょ。
I'm gonna say it hurts everywhere.
いや、だるいだけで
Really?
痛むところはない。
Never mind. I guess I forgot how OP magical healing is.
ただ、なんだか。
I feel like I'm floating in the air. I don't know how I came to be here. I can't even remember what I was doing today. He does now.
登坂、学校は俺はあの後どうなったんだ？
大丈夫。みんなのことは安心なさい。学校にはキレイがフォローに行ったから。
Good looks, Kirei.
廊下の補修とか事後処理はあいつがするから考えなくていいわ。あれでも新職なんだし、これぐらいさせなきゃ罰が当たるでしょ。
Fair enough, I guess.
あいつが？それじゃあ学校の方は？
大事にはなってないわ。病院に運び込まれた生徒は多いけど命に別状はないみたい。みんな栄養失調ってことで 2,3 日病院で休む程度だって。
Malnutrition? They saw that many people have the same symptoms at once and were like, must be malnutrition.
そうか。それは。
But it's good that we got it in time. Great. The boundary field was stopped late, but that didn't mean I was too late. As soon as I relax, strength escapes my body. I take a deep breath and lean against the wall.
じゃあ俺の体の方も琴峰が治してくれたのか？
It's a valid question.
いくら遠坂でもあれだけの傷は治せないだろう。
Man, she's done it before.
何言ってるのよ。それはあんたが勝手に直したの。
What?
バーサーカーの時と一緒。
Oh, right.
とりあえず傷を塞ぐだけなら超がつくほどの回復力だけど、あなたの方には覚えはないのよね。
You know, I should have seen that coming. Swear to God, bro's built like a servant. Mainly because he draws from his servant's magical energy, but...
あるわけないだろう。俺だってわけがわからないんだ。セイバーと契約するまでは普通の体だったよ。
もしかして自分が知らないだけで祖先がトカゲだったとかない？
Yep, that must be it. Good looks, Tosaka.
あのな、真剣な顔でそういう怖い冗談は言わないでくれ。俺だって気持ち悪いんだぞ。自分の体が自分の知らないものになってるようなものなんだから。
I can see how that would be concerning.
いいんじゃない？何はどうあれ、それで何度も命を流れてるんだから。
Yeah.
もう2回も助けられたことだし、トカゲになるぐらいは妥協できる交換条件だと思うけど。
What the heck?
遠坂、重病人をいじめて楽しいのか？
Do you enjoy making fun of a seriously injured person?
さっきまで重病人だった人でしょ。
Fair.
ともかくセーバーに感謝しなさいよね。理屈はわからないけど、シローの体がそうなったのはセーバーのおかげなんだし。
And the fact that it is not, some diced up celery right now. Like actually diced up. Like, I'm talking, it's already been cut. She's the reason we have a head right now. That energizes my beaten up mind. The thing I have to do now. There are words I need to say to her, asking for her help and being saved by her. I get up quickly. Moving causes pain throughout my body, but I can't worry about that.
遠坂、セイバーは？
道場にいるわ。私は部屋に荷物取りに行ってくるわね。
Tosaka heads over to the outbuilding with light steps. My joints cry out in pain. I bear it by gritting my teeth and hurry to the dojo. This boy's a tank. I swear he's a tank. Yeah, we gotta explain this whole situation real quick. I arrive at the dojo. Saber sitting Japanese style by herself, as if meditating.
シロ、目が覚めたのですか？
Nope, we're sleepwalking. Saber notices me coming in, stands up, and comes to me instantly.
すまない。今気がついたんだ。それでセイバー。
すまないではありません。あなたには言いたいことが山ほどある。私を置いて敵の誘いに乗ったこと、一人で戦おうとしたこと、自身の体を気遣おうともしなかったこと。
Yeah. I mean, hey. We're alive. And he kind of turned over a new leaf because of that fight. Or, well, I hope he did. Because in the middle of it, he's like, yep, I am a fool. I should have just let Saber fight. Why am I so dumb? So hopefully he keeps to that. Now, those were all really dumb. At least he did try to run away, and that's the only reason he is alive. Your teaching saved him.
分かっているのですか？そのどれもが死に直結する愚行です。いや、実際あなたは死にかけていた。こうして私を追い詰めて何が楽しいのです。
That's a good question.
いや、その。
何ですか？生半可な弁明では引き下がりません。今日という今日は、とことんあなたの考えを聞かせていただきますから。
Oh, Jesus. Saber flares up at me. Well, I mean, he deserves it, but it's certainly an intense pressure. But seeing Saber be so emotional is rather pleasant.
分かってる。ちゃんと話す。だから話をしよう、セイバー。体の方はこの通り大丈夫だからさ。
シロ、持ち直したのですか？
Yep.
ああ、そうみたいだ。とりあえず生き延びてる。
そうですか。それはよかった。
She looks very happy about that. Where did that threatening attitude go? Saber takes a relieved breath and smiles softly as if congratulating me on my safety. That really makes me realize. I made her feel so uneasy that even the expressionless Saber made such a face, and was very hostile towards you for a second there. I wasn't relying on Saber, but still, she accepted me as the person to fight with. I was the stupid one. I didn't notice such pure trust, and I could not even give her the simple trust of letting her fight.
セイバ
Thank you, please. Thank you. Do not change your mind here in like a split second because she's a girl or something. Please, I am begging you. Please get wise. I speak naturally. I can stare directly at the person I was so embarrassed to look at until now. It really feels like he changed.
はい。何ですか、シロ。
Although I suppose near-death experiences tend to do that.
ー。すまない。俺がバカだった。
I bow my head.
シロ、やめてください。先ほどのは言葉のあやです。怒っていたのは確かですが、あなたに謝ってもらう必要は。
Nah, there's plenty of need. Don't be humble.
ある。パートナーとしてセイバーに謝るのは当然だ。心配させてすまなかった。セイバーといる限り、俺は二度と一人では戦わない。
シロ、それは。
ああ、セイバー、お前の力を貸してくれ。俺一人じゃ他のマスターには勝てない。俺にはお前の助けが必要だ。
Finally!
それでは、今までの行動が間違いだったと認めるのですね。シロはマスターとして後方支援に徹し、戦うのは私の役割だと。
Yep. No, that's wrong. What? I'm not mistaken in that regard. I still don't want to see Saber hurt. That's why I forbidden her from fighting. That was the only thing I had wrong. If I decided to fight with her, I should just have protected her with all my might. Bro, come
Yeah.
on.
俺は自分が間違っていたとは思わない。セイバーが俺を守るなら、俺もセイバーを守る。
Okay.
セイバーだけを戦わせるなんてことは。
That's at least a much more valid way of going about this. Saber doesn't respond. Cold air flows through the dojo. Well, this is one thing I cannot give up. I raise my head, thinking that I'll just need to beg her until she accepts it. And then...
その堅くなさは、実にあなたらしい。
Yeah.
その、
Wait,
セイバー
just like you. Hmm.
まったく。今さら答えるまでもないでしょう。私はあなたの剣です。私以外の誰があなたの力になるのですか、シロ。
Saying that, Saber puts out her left hand. Are you shaking hands, or? Yep. With no sensible words coming to mind, I silently shake her hand. A certain feeling of a handshake. A few days after we met, we finally exchange a real contact.
何握手なんてしてるの二人とも。
God dang it, you're ruining the moment, Tosaka. Hey, why do you have to show up with such timing? Why is Saber so shocked? Like, why does she look like that? We release our hands quickly.
なんか怪しいわね。まさか私に内緒で作戦会議をしてたとか？
Hey, chill.
いえ、そういうわけではないのです。マスターの体が健康かどうか脈を測っていただけですので。
You know she's not dumb enough to accept that. I'm dumbfounded. Saber is offering a really suspicious lie. No, before that, why is Saber panicking too? That's what I'm wondering! I don't know, maybe she was like, wait, this is real contact. I don't know, maybe that got to her too.
へえ、変わった脈の取り方をするのね。
Yeah. Tosaka looks at Saber curiously. What? What is that dumb smile? I have to help. Wait, no, I didn't say that. Perhaps because she's not accustomed to lying, Saber starts to act even more suspiciously. Or wait, no, I did say that. Whoops. I have to help her, or we might end up in an even worse situation.
何の用だよ、父さん。部屋まで荷物を取りに行くとか言ってなかったか、さっき。
それそれ。はい、セーバー、これ。
ありがとう。リンには迷惑をかける。
Tosaka gives Saber a bag. Saber takes it with a happy expression.
それが最後だから気をつけなさいよね。いくら強制召喚だからって力ずくで武装したら服なんて消し飛ぶんだから。
Wait, what? What the heck happened?
申し訳ありません。突然のことだったので、そこまで考えが回らなかったのです。それでも、リンが同じ服を持っていてくれて助かりました。
What, did her clothes get annihilated or something?
まあね、単純なデザインだし、制服みたいなものだし。綺麗なやつ、地味な服ばっかり私に押し付けるんだもの。まあ、私には似合わない服だからいいけどさ。なんだってその服にこだわるのよ、セイバ
ー。ええ、白が似合うと言いましたから。
Oh lord. Yeah. I think it's pretty obvious where this is going. Chemistry has been formed. Okay. I don't understand the situation too well, but it seems it's the third set of clothes for Saber. We don't have any women's clothes here, so that means Saber is borrowing clothes from Tosaka. But, I'd prefer it if you two did your girl talk elsewhere. I'm a guy, too. We were having a serious conversation, but if you talk about this sort of thing, I can't help but feel let down. That's tough. Let's just make it through the night. That might be a terrible decision. We're ending here, in case something happens during the night. Are we ending here? I'm a clown, so we're gonna keep going just a little longer. If something starts happening though, or if it looks like something might happen, I'm actually just gonna end this video. Nothing much happens after that, and Saber and Tosaka force me to sleep. Even though I regained consciousness, my body is still badly injured. My arms were cut up by riders so badly that I would normally have had to cut the arm off at my elbows, and my body is filled with cracks and strains from falling from the 3rd floor. I guess they share the opinion that I should sleep and rest for now, even though there are lots of things to think about. but I have to settle things as quickly as possible with Shinji. Shinji activated that boundary field without hesitation. Even I know how dangerous it is to let such a master roam freely. Yeah. That boy needs to either lose his command spells or die. I'm sorry to be blunt, but those are the two possibilities here. Emptiness, like dizziness. Only my mind is back to normal. As soon as I lay down, my body demands sleep as it's still not fully healed. Okay. Doubtful, but soon. Let's get on that. I can't rest like this. Even if my body isn't fully healed, I have to go and find Shinji. Nope, you're slumped. Status and weapons screen updated, so actually let's check that before anything. Hello? Okay. Status. Rider. I mean, we knew all this. Well, we didn't know that, actually. We didn't know anything about the Noble Phantasm, so we know it's an absurdly strong Noble Phantasm. Okay, and that gives her actually good stats. Still no details. Still no skills. Noble Phantasm. Blood Fort Andromeda. Others Sealing Blood Temple. A barrier of blood. It melts the people within it. The melted people become red blood and are absorbed by the user of the barrier. Its primary use is to absorb magical energy. So up to 500 people. Jesus. Anti-army Noble Phantasm? Yeah, that's not anti-personnel. Golly. Rank B? Huh. That is only a B, despite her Noble Phantasm being an A+. So whatever she did at the end there that let them escape must have been what makes her Noble Phantasm an A+. Unless there's anything new that popped up here, then yeah, that's all we got. Though we do have the weapon. You said there was something in the weapon screen, so let's check that. Unidentified dagger. A giant nail that Ryder uses. Its origin is unknown, but we think that it is a weapon that reflects her inner character. That thing is brutal. That has a brutal appearance. The X sword, we saw that already. Oh, we never looked at this one. The Mono Hoshizao. A longsword said to be carried by the swordman Sasaki Kojiro. Literally laundry hanging pole, is only a nickname, and its real name is unknown. According to records, it is said to be 90 centimeters long, but the Mono Hoshizao assassin wields in this story is 150 centimeters long, and its range is about that of a spear. In real battle, long range translates directly into advantage, but when you're talking about a sword, it must be admitted that such a length is out of the question. It would be effective in a one-on-one battle, but its length and weight would trouble the user in a large-scale combat. There are no swordsmen able to use this longsword satisfactorily, other than assassin who has skills surpassing human limitations. Okay, and that is that for this episode. So we came back from the break to a banger episode. I did not expect that. 2.9 bookmark. Oh, I deleted the 2.7 bookmark. Whoops. Okay, so first of all, we have seen a very interesting possibility with Shiro as a Magus. I want to start with that because it was at the beginning. We know he's not immediately great right now, but he has gained the ability to turn or activate the switch for his magic circuit. And it seems like he did it during the fight, right? So we know it's possible. And while Tosaka doesn't seem to see much potential in him, it feels like Archer sees some. I gotta be honest. That's what it felt like to me. I could be wrong, but he was giving him advice on what to do and how to be better, right? And I feel like Archer might kind of see that we have potential, frankly. And I mean, he gave us that advice, right? Like when you're in a situation where you don't think you can defeat the enemy. Just imagine what you would need to defeat the enemy, right? And I feel like he kind of used that with, you know, the trace on, right? Strengthened the broom that fast, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just a mindset thing, but it seems like Shiro can use magic in certain situations. It's just he needs to be able to do it more consistently. So I'm intrigued by his potential as a magus, right? But we obviously have the bigger part of this episode, which was the fight with Shinji and Ryder. So he managed to stay alive, barely, through Ryder's onslaught, and to falling 3 stories, and summoned Saber, who was whooping Ryder, by the way. He was ready to kill. Like, to put it bluntly, he was about to kill Shinji, and that feels like such a massive change in his character, right? I'd imagine it's partially because of his kind of like short fuse, right, that we've seen before, like, or been told of before. That's one of the first times we've seen it in action, though, right, where he was literally about to kill Shinji. He was choking. He was going to choke him or break his neck using, like, his magical energy. He broke Shinji's arm. Like, he was like very different. And I feel like that whole experience very much is going to change who he is. And while he's not changing on everything, like the fact that he will still fight, right? It is going to change how he sees things. Like, he realized it was a mistake to not let Saber fight and talk that out with her. That's big. And I don't know. While I don't think that he'd suddenly be the aggressor, I feel like there's a good chance he, like, goes and, again, like he was saying, tries to deal with Shinji, and maybe that leads to him getting involved in other fights. So I could see this being beyond just the fight with Shinji being vastly important. Anyways, this was an amazing episode to come back to after the break. I did not expect such a great episode today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me react to this. I don't know what else to say, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Another one should be out soon. I'd imagine I'll keep going daily, but like if I miss a day every now and then, don't be that surprised. Frankly, I've gotten back into Destiny, and that's a good way to kill time without realizing how much time you've killed. But I'll try to upload most days, at the very least. I'm not like dedicating myself to every other day. It'll probably still be mostly daily, but just want to let you guys know the possibility. So chances are there's a video tomorrow, but either way, I hope whenever the next video comes out, you guys will be there. Peace.